Hello everyone. Welcome back to my course Aerospace Engineering, Complete Drone Guide. In this video, we will talk about shot planning and movement techniques. Also, I will be thankful if you give me feedback about this course to make it better and more useful for you. Please write down your thoughts in the comment section or reach out to me via the email provided in my profile. How are drones used for videography? Drones have transformed the field of videography by making it possible to capture aerial footage that would have once been extremely difficult or even impossible to achieve from the ground. By taking cameras into the sky, drones allow videographers to record sweeping landscapes, dynamic movements, and unique perspectives that add depth and cinematic quality to visual content. Modern drones are typically equipped with high-resolution cameras capable of shooting in 4K or even higher, along with advanced stabilization systems that ensure smooth and professional-looking footage. These drones can operate at different altitudes and angles, giving creators the flexibility to experiment with framing and composition in ways that traditional cameras cannot match. This ability to move freely in three-dimensional space greatly enhances storytelling, as it allows scenes to be presented with a sense of scale, motion, and immersion that is otherwise hard to achieve. Today, the drone market offers a wide range of options to suit different needs and budgets. On one end, there are compact and affordable selfie drones designed for casual users and beginners. On the other end, there are advanced cinematography drones used in professional filmmaking, equipped with interchangeable lenses, large sensors, and sophisticated control systems. This variety has made drone videography accessible to hobbyists, content creators, and industry professionals alike. When people think about drone videography, the first thing that often comes to mind is its use in movies. While drones have indeed revolutionized filmmaking, their applications extend far beyond the entertainment industry. In fact, drone videography is now widely used across numerous sectors, each benefiting from the unique perspectives and efficiencies that aerial footage provides. Let's talk about top 13 sectors that use drone videography. Movies and television. In the past, aerial shots in movies and television were relatively rare and typically limited to high-budget productions. This was mainly because capturing footage from above required renting helicopters or airplanes, which involved significant costs and logistical challenges. With the introduction of drones, aerial cinematography has become far more accessible. Drones provide a quieter, more flexible, and cost-effective alternative to traditional aircraft. Filmmakers can now capture complex shots with greater precision and creativity, often with smaller crews and lower budgets. As a result, aerial footage has become a common feature in modern films and television shows, enhancing storytelling with dramatic and visually engaging scenes. Real estate and commercial property. In the real estate industry, drone videography plays a crucial role in showcasing properties. Aerial footage allows potential buyers to see an entire property from above, including its layout, surroundings, and nearby amenities. This is especially valuable for large estates, luxury homes, and properties located in scenic areas. By providing a comprehensive visual overview, drone videos help create more engaging and informative property listings. This not only attracts more interest, but also helps buyers make more informed decisions before visiting in person. Event and sports coverage. Drones have introduced a new dimension to event and sports coverage by offering dynamic and immersive perspectives. Whether it is a music festival, a large public gathering, or a sporting event, drones can capture wide-angle shots and follow action from above in real time. This bird's-eye view adds significant value to traditional camera coverage by providing context and scale. It allows viewers to experience the full atmosphere of an event, making the footage more engaging and visually compelling. Environmental and wildlife monitoring. Drone videography has become an important tool in environmental conservation and wildlife research. Drones enable videographers and scientists to observe natural habitats and animal behavior from a distance, minimizing human interference. This non-intrusive approach helps protect wildlife from stress while still allowing detailed documentation of ecosystems. The footage collected can be used for research, education, and conservation efforts, providing valuable insights into the natural world. Emergency response and public safety. In emergency situations, drones are highly valuable for both planning and real-time response. They can quickly reach areas that may be difficult or dangerous for humans to access, providing live video feeds to command centers. This aerial perspective helps emergency teams assess situations more effectively, coordinate rescue operations, and monitor ongoing risks. Drones are commonly used in search and rescue missions, disaster response, and law enforcement operations, where timely and accurate information is critical. Agriculture. In modern agriculture, drones are used to monitor crop health, irrigation systems, and overall field conditions. By capturing aerial footage, farmers can identify issues such as uneven growth, pest infestations, or water shortages. This data-driven approach improves efficiency and helps optimize farm management practices. As a result, farmers can make more informed decisions that lead to better yields and reduced resource waste. Construction and infrastructure inspection. Drone videography is widely used in construction and infrastructure projects to document progress and conduct inspections. Drones can capture detailed aerial images and videos of buildings, bridges, roads, and other structures. This allows engineers and project managers to monitor development, identify potential issues, and ensure compliance with safety standards. Using drones reduces the need for manual inspections in hazardous areas, improving both efficiency and worker safety. Insurance. In the insurance industry, drones are used to assess property damage and support claims processing. After natural disasters such as floods, storms, or fires, drones can quickly survey affected areas and capture detailed visual evidence. This speeds up the evaluation process and reduces the need for inspectors to enter potentially unsafe environments. As a result, claims can be processed more efficiently, benefiting both insurance companies and policyholders. Marketing and advertising. Drone videography has become a powerful tool in marketing and advertising, allowing brands to create visually striking and memorable content. Aerial shots can add a cinematic quality to commercials, promotional videos, and social media campaigns. By capturing unique perspectives and dynamic motion, drones help businesses stand out in a competitive market. This type of content is particularly effective in grabbing attention and conveying messages in a visually engaging way. Tourism. In the tourism industry, drones are used to showcase destinations in a compelling, Aerial videos highlight landscapes, landmarks, and attractions, giving potential travelers a preview of what they can expect. These visuals are often used by tourism boards, travel agencies, and hospitality businesses to promote locations and attract visitors. The ability to capture breathtaking views from above makes drone footage especially effective in inspiring travel decisions. Architecture and urban planning. Drone videography is a valuable tool for architects and urban planners who need to visualize projects and monitor development. Aerial footage provides a clear view of how structures fit within their surroundings and how spaces are utilized. This perspective helps in planning, design evaluation, and communication with stakeholders. It also allows for accurate documentation of construction progress over time. Archaeology. In archaeology, drones are used to explore and document historical sites without disturbing them. Aerial videography can reveal patterns, structures, and features that may not be visible from the ground. This non-invasive method preserves the integrity of archaeological sites while still providing valuable data for research and analysis. It has become an important tool in modern archaeological studies. Wedding photography. Drone videography has become increasingly popular in wedding photography and videography. It allows couples to capture their special day from unique and creative angles, adding a cinematic touch to their memories. Aerial shots of venues, ceremonies, and receptions provide a broader perspective and enhance the overall storytelling of the event. This results in more visually appealing and memorable wedding films. Learning basic drone maneuvers. Before taking your drone into the sky for more advanced flights or professional videography, it is essential to first master a set of fundamental maneuvers. These movements are designed to help you develop precise control, improve coordination, and build confidence while flying. By practicing these exercises regularly, you will gain a much better understanding of how your drone responds to different inputs, which is crucial for both safety and creativity in aerial filming. Each maneuver focuses on a specific aspect of control, such as direction, orientation, speed, and smoothness. Taking the time to practice them carefully will significantly enhance your overall flying experience and prepare you for more complex operations. The clock face. The clock face maneuver is designed to improve your directional awareness and control precision. Begin by positioning your drone over the central cone, which will represent the 6 o'clock position. From there, rotate the drone 90 degrees either to the left or the right, depending on the direction you wish to travel. Once oriented, gently push the drone forward while applying slight rudder input to guide it toward either the 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock position. As the movement begins, turn the drone so that it faces away from you. This ensures that when the drone reaches the 12 o'clock position, it will be approximately 15 meters ahead. Throughout this exercise, maintaining consistent speed and altitude is essential. Smooth, controlled inputs will help you trace the circular path accurately. It is also important to practice both clockwise and counterclockwise directions to build balanced control skills. The Lazy 8. The Lazy 8 is one of the most basic yet highly effective maneuvers for beginners. To begin, position your drone directly over a central reference point, such as a cone, with the rotors at approximately eye level. From this position, rotate the drone slightly beyond 90 degrees, then gently move it either to the left or the right toward what can be imagined as the 6 o'clock position. As the drone approaches the area near the left or right cone, you will need to apply rudder input to rotate the drone by 180 degrees. This turn will guide the drone back toward the central cone, completing the motion in a smooth, flowing path. This maneuver is particularly useful for developing an understanding of rudder control and directional changes. It may appear simple at first, but consistent practice is important to ensure that your movements become smooth and controlled rather than abrupt or uneven. Figure of 8. The figure of 8 builds directly upon the skills learned in the Lazy 8, but requires more precise and continuous control of the rudder. You can imagine this movement as flying around two adjacent clock faces, each with a cone marking its center. On one side, the 3 o'clock position is closest to the central cone, while on the other side, the 9 o'clock position aligns similarly. To begin, follow the same initial steps as the Lazy 8 by moving just past the 90-degree point and guiding the drone toward the 6 o'clock position. Once there, apply rudder input and maintain it consistently as you move the drone in a circular path, while continuously pushing forward. As you reach the 3 o'clock position, the drone will naturally face toward you. This can feel disorienting for beginners, but it is important to remain calm and maintain control. At this point, gently apply opposite rudder input to transition into the second loop on the other side, forming the complete figure of 8. A helpful technique during practice is to mentally or verbally call out the clock positions as the drone moves. This reinforces spatial awareness and helps ensure that your movement remains smooth and controlled throughout the entire maneuver. The top hat. The top hat maneuver introduces vertical movement combined with precise stopping and positioning. When first attempting this exercise, it is recommended to fly in a tail-in orientation, where the rear of the drone faces you. This makes control inputs more intuitive. Start by positioning the drone either to the left or right side of your flight path, with the rotors at eye level. Move the drone forward along a straight line toward the center. When you reach the first marker, typically set at 10 meters, stop and hold the position briefly. Then, ascend vertically by 5 meters, pause again, and continue moving forward along the same line toward the next marker. At the next point, repeat the process by stopping, holding, and then descending 5 meters. After reaching the lower level, continue forward to the final marker, where you will perform a 180-degree turn and repeat the entire sequence in reverse. The key to mastering the top hat maneuver lies in maintaining slow, steady movements. Keeping your speed at a controlled, walking pace will help you stay aligned with the flight path and execute each step accurately. 45-degree ascent and descent. The 45-degree ascent and descent is a practical maneuver commonly used in aviation and is particularly effective for creating cinematic reveal shots in drone videography. It involves moving the drone diagonally upward and then returning along the same path. Begin at a central point, such as a cone, which will serve as your starting position. Rotate the drone 90 degrees to either side, then apply forward and upward input simultaneously to create a smooth climb at a 45-degree angle. Continue ascending until the drone reaches approximately 30 meters in altitude, then stop. Next, rotate the drone 180 degrees so that it faces away from you. After confirming your position, begin the descent by pushing the right control stick forward while gradually lowering the drone using the left stick. This should mirror the ascent path as closely as possible. A useful tip for maintaining the correct angle is to use a visual reference, such as holding a pen or pencil at a 45-degree angle against the horizon. This can help you better understand how steep the ascent should be and improve consistency in your movements. The safe setup. As you gain more experience and begin preparing for professional level assessments, such as a practical flight assessment, adopting a structured flight setup becomes increasingly important. The safe setup approach provides a controlled environment that enhances both safety and orientation. In this setup, the takeoff and landing area is marked by a square measuring approximately 10 meters on each side, defined by 4 cones. An additional cone can be placed to indicate the direction of north, which is especially useful for maintaining orientation during flight. In many cases, the square may appear as a diamond shape depending on your position, with one cone distinguished to represent north. This arrangement offers clear reference points that help you stay aware of your surroundings and maintain proper positioning. It also plays a crucial role in safety procedures. For example, if the drone initiates a return to home function, it will land within this designated area, which has already been assessed and controlled for safe operation. By consistently using the safe setup, you create a reliable and predictable flying environment that supports both skill development and operational safety. Essential drone cinematography techniques. Drones are becoming more affordable with each passing year, opening up new creative possibilities for filmmakers and aerial videography enthusiasts. This increased accessibility means that even beginners can now experiment with cinematic shots that were once limited to high-budget productions. As a beginner drone pilot, following the development of the industry over the past few years can provide valuable insight into how quickly technology and techniques are evolving. With the right approach and understanding of basic cinematography principles, anyone interested in becoming a drone pilot or videographer can begin creating visually compelling footage. Learning a few essential techniques early on will not only improve the quality of your videos, but also help you develop a more professional and intentional shooting style. It is also important to be aware of legal requirements before flying your drone outdoors. In the United States, for example, drone operators are required to register their drones with the Federal Aviation Administration if the drone meets certain criteria. Regulations may vary depending on your country, so it is always important to check and follow local laws before operating your drone. Before diving into the specific techniques, it can be helpful to first understand the creative potential of aerial videography. Watching a well-crafted drone reel can provide inspiration and demonstrate how powerful aerial footage can be when used effectively. These reels often showcase smooth movements, dramatic perspectives, and carefully planned shots that highlight the full capabilities of drone cinematography. With that inspiration in mind, you can begin exploring the techniques that will help you achieve similar results and take your drone videography skills to the next level. Let's explore 5 essential drone cinematography techniques. Aerial pan shot. The aerial pan shot is one of the most fundamental and visually effective techniques in drone cinematography. Traditionally, a pan shot is captured using a camera mounted on a tripod, where the camera rotates horizontally from a fixed position. With drones, however, this concept evolves into something more dynamic. Instead of a stationary tripod, the drone itself becomes both the camera platform and the source of motion, while the gimbal ensures smooth and stable footage. Executing an aerial pan shot is slightly more complex than a traditional ground-based pan, because it involves coordinating multiple movements at once. The drone can rotate along its axis while also moving through space, which adds an extra layer of creativity and control. This combination allows you to produce shots that feel more immersive and cinematic, giving viewers a stronger sense of depth and motion. One common approach is to perform a pan to the left or right while simultaneously moving the drone forward or backward. This creates a more sophisticated and engaging visual effect, as the subject is revealed gradually while the background shifts dynamically. The added motion can make the footage feel more alive and less static, which is particularly useful in storytelling and cinematic sequences. Alternatively, some videographers prefer to keep the drone in a stable hover while performing the pan. This method emphasizes smoothness and consistency, making it ideal for shots where stability is the top priority. Hovering while panning can produce clean, professional-looking footage, especially when focusing on a specific subject or landscape. Ultimately, the choice between combining movement and staying stationary depends on the effect you want to achieve. Both methods are valid and widely used in drone videography. The key is to practice controlling the rotation of the drone smoothly while maintaining proper framing of your subject. By simply rotating your drone across a landscape or around a point of interest, you can create compelling aerial shots that significantly enhance the visual quality of your footage. Tracking shot. The tracking shot is a classic and widely used cinematography technique that translates exceptionally well into drone videography. This type of shot involves moving the camera in parallel with a subject, maintaining a consistent relationship in terms of distance, height, and framing. The goal is to create a smooth, synchronized movement that follows the subject while keeping it clearly in view and properly composed within the frame. The essence of a successful tracking shot lies in matching the speed of your subject and maintaining steady focus on it throughout the movement. This requires careful coordination and precise control of the drone, as even small inconsistencies in speed or direction can disrupt the smoothness of the shot. When done correctly, the result is a visually engaging sequence that feels fluid and professional. Tracking shots are commonly seen in motion pictures where they are used to follow characters, vehicles, or action sequences. They are also frequently used in sports coverage and car commercials, where capturing motion in a dynamic yet controlled way is essential. In drone videography, this technique allows you to replicate those cinematic effects from an aerial perspective, adding a new dimension to your footage. For beginners, one of the simplest ways to execute a tracking shot is by strafing the drone sideways while keeping the camera locked on the subject. This means maintaining a consistent altitude, distance, and focal length while moving laterally. This approach provides a stable foundation and helps you focus on mastering smooth movement and subject tracking. As your confidence and skill level increase, you can begin to introduce more complex movements, such as combining forward motion, altitude changes, or subtle rotations. However, it is important to practice and rehearse your shots as much as possible, especially when working with moving subjects. Repetition helps refine your timing and coordination, ensuring that the final footage appears seamless and intentional. Ultimately, The key to a great tracking shot is control and consistency. By carefully managing your drone's movement and keeping your subject properly framed, you can create cinematic sequences that capture motion in a compelling and visually appealing way. Pedestal shot. The pedestal shot is a type of drone cinematography movement where the drone moves vertically up or down while keeping the camera and gimbal completely fixed in orientation. Unlike other techniques that involve rotating or shifting the camera angle, this shot relies purely on vertical flight movement to create its visual effect. In traditional filmmaking, a similar result can be achieved using equipment such as a crane or a jib arm, where the camera is physically raised or lowered while maintaining a steady framing. However, drones offer a far greater range of motion, allowing filmmakers to ascend or descend to much higher altitudes or lower positions with ease. This expanded vertical freedom makes pedestal shots far more flexible and visually dramatic when compared to ground-based equipment. Pedestal shots are commonly used to emphasize scale, height, and presence. They are particularly effective when filming subjects such as statues, monuments, tall buildings, or natural landmarks. By moving the camera vertically, you can gradually reveal the full height of a structure or transition from a ground-level perspective to an elevated aerial view. This creates a strong sense of depth and visual progression within the shot. In more cinematic applications, pedestal movements are also used to showcase expansive landscapes or dramatic environments, including scenes above cloud level. This can create a powerful emotional effect, especially when transitioning from a grounded viewpoint to a wide, open aerial perspective. From a technical standpoint, executing a pedestal shot is relatively straightforward. It primarily involves controlling the drone's altitude using smooth and consistent input, either ascending or descending in a straight vertical line. Since the camera remains fixed in direction, there is no need to adjust gimbal angle or focus during the movement, which simplifies the operation and allows you to concentrate on maintaining steady flight control. Despite its simplicity, the pedestal shot can be extremely effective when used thoughtfully. By carefully controlling speed and altitude changes, you can create smooth transitions that enhance storytelling and add a professional cinematic feel to your aerial footage. Flyover. The flyover shot is one of the most commonly used and instantly recognizable techniques in drone cinematography. It appears frequently in commercials, music videos, films, and television productions because it is highly effective at establishing scale, location, and spatial context within a scene. This type of shot involves the drone continuously moving forward over a subject or landscape while the camera remains focused on a specific point of interest. The key idea is to select a single object, structure, or natural feature and build the entire movement around it. As the drone travels through the air, it eventually passes directly above the subject, creating a smooth and visually engaging transition that reveals the environment from a higher perspective. The strength of the flyover shot lies in its ability to place the subject within a broader geographical context. Instead of showing an isolated object, this technique helps the viewer understand how that object relates to its surroundings. For example, a building can be shown in relation to an entire city block, or a natural landmark can be presented within the scale of a wider landscape. This makes the shot particularly useful for storytelling, as it helps communicate size, distance, and environment in a single continuous movement. In many professional productions, flyover shots are used as establishing shots at the beginning of a scene. They guide the viewer into the setting and provide a sense of orientation before the main action begins. Because the drone is constantly moving, the shot also creates a sense of momentum and flow, which makes it visually appealing and engaging. From a practical standpoint, capturing a good flyover shot requires smooth forward flight and careful framing of the subject. The drone should maintain a steady speed to ensure the motion feels controlled, rather than rushed or unstable. The camera angle is usually adjusted to keep the subject in view as long as possible, allowing the viewer to clearly recognize it before the drone passes over it completely. When executed properly, the flyover shot becomes a powerful storytelling tool that combines motion, perspective, and scale. It transforms simple aerial movement into a cinematic experience that enhances the overall impact of your drone footage. Reveal shot. The reveal shot is one of the most powerful and visually satisfying techniques in drone cinematography, and as the name suggests, its main purpose is to gradually reveal a subject or location to the audience. Instead of immediately showing the point of interest, the drone begins in a position where the subject is hidden from view and then slowly moves into a position where it becomes fully visible. This controlled transition creates anticipation and often delivers a strong visual impact when the subject is finally uncovered. This technique is widely used to guide the viewer's attention and establish a clear focal point within a scene. By starting with an obscured or empty frame and then introducing the subject through movement, you naturally build curiosity and engagement. It is particularly effective for emphasizing important locations, dramatic landscapes, or key visual elements within a story. One of the reasons the reveal shot is so popular in drone cinematography is its ability to create a strong wow effect. Because the subject is initially hidden, the moment of discovery feels more impactful. This technique is often used to highlight specific times of day, such as sunrise or sunset, where lighting conditions can dramatically enhance the emotional tone of the scene. It also works extremely well as an opening or closing shot in a sequence, helping to smoothly introduce or conclude a visual narrative. Practically speaking, executing a reveal shot involves positioning your drone in a location where the subject is completely out of frame or blocked by an object such as trees, hills, buildings, or terrain. From there, you gradually move the drone in a controlled direction until the subject enters the frame and becomes the main focus. The movement can be slow and subtle for a more dramatic effect, or slightly more dynamic depending on the mood you want to create. In cinematic history, reveal shots have been used extensively to create memorable and iconic scenes. A well-known example can be found in the opening sequence of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, where carefully composed shots are used to introduce the Overlook Hotel in a way that builds atmosphere and suspense. While this example was created using traditional filmmaking methods, the same principles apply directly to drone cinematography today, where aerial movement allows for even more creative and expansive reveals. When used effectively, the reveal shot becomes more than just a camera movement, it becomes a storytelling tool. It allows you to control what the audience sees and when they see it, turning simple aerial motion into a structured and emotionally engaging visual experience. Okay guys, now let's have a little quiz. The quiz consists of 5 questions. I'll give you 10 seconds for each one, and then I'll show you the correct answer. Let's start with the first question. Question 1. What is the main advantage of using drones in videography? The correct answer is they allow aerial footage that is difficult to capture from the ground. Question 2. In a tracking shot, what is the most important goal? The correct answer is matching the speed of the subject while maintaining framing. Question 3. What is the main characteristic of a pedestal shot? The correct answer is the drone moves vertically up or down with no camera movement. Question 4. What is the purpose of a reveal shot in drone cinematography? The correct answer is to gradually uncover a subject for a dramatic effect. Question 5. What is the main purpose of a flyover shot? The correct answer is to place a subject in geographical context and show scale. Unlock the world of aerospace engineering with my other expertly designed courses. In aerospace engineering, Basics of Aerodynamics, you'll explore how air interacts with moving aircraft and how aerodynamic forces influence performance, giving you a strong foundation in the principles that enable efficient lift, stability, and control in modern flight. Then, take your knowledge to new heights with aerospace engineering, aerodynamics, and structures, where you'll dive into the design and performance of aerospace structures and their aerodynamic behavior. Finally, expand your expertise with aerospace engineering. Rocket Science Basics, where you'll learn about the fundamental principles that govern rocket design, propulsion, and spaceflight, bridging the gap between theoretical physics, engineering structures, and launch systems. Whether you're a student, aspiring engineer, or aviation enthusiast, these courses will equip you with essential knowledge to understand and contribute to the future of aviation. Join hundreds of learners and start building your aerospace journey today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions about this lesson, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will answer as soon as possible. We can continue to the next lesson and learn about drone mapping, inspection, and agriculture. See you in the next video. Bye.